Take a slow, gentle breath in and slowly breathe out. Allow your shoulders to relax. Let your body become heavy and comfortable. Tonight, you are far away from noise, far away from stress. You're traveling toward a quiet, snow-covered forest where a warm cabin is waiting just for you. You are walking slowly along a narrow, snowy path. Fresh snow falls softly from the dark winter sky, drifting gently around you, like tiny floating feathers. The air feels crisp, cool, and peaceful, filling your lungs with refreshing calmness. Your boots press softly into the deep snow beneath your feet. Each step makes a quiet, gentle crunching sound. Crunch, step, crunch. The forest around you is silent, calm, and still. Tall pine trees stand like quiet guardians on both sides of the path. Their branches are heavy with snow, sparkling faintly in the soft moonlight above. You pause for a moment, looking up at the sky. Soft gray clouds drift slowly across the moon, while snowflakes continue their gentle dance toward the ground. The world feels slower here, softer, safer. As you continue walking, you notice a warm golden glow shining faintly between the trees ahead. The cabin. A small, peaceful wooden cabin rests quietly in the forest clearing. Warm light shines from its frosted windows, glowing like a welcoming beacon in the snowy night. Thin smoke rises slowly from the chimney, curling gently into the snowy sky, telling you a fire is already burning inside. You feel comfort knowing warmth is waiting for you. Yasiso. You walk closer toward the cabin, snow gently falling around you, settling softly on your coat and shoulders. The wooden porch appears before you, covered in a soft blanket of untouched snow. You step carefully onto the porch, brushing snow gently from your coat and boots. The wooden floor creaks softly beneath your feet, a calm and welcoming sound. You reach toward the cabin door, made of smooth, aged wood, warm to the touch despite the cold night. You slowly open the door. Warmth immediately surrounds you, wrapping around your body like a comforting blanket. A gentle golden glow fills the cozy cabin interior. The soft crackling of a fireplace greets you warmly, echoing quietly through the peaceful room. You step inside, closing the door slowly behind you, shutting out the cold winter wind. The cabin smells faintly of pine wood, warm fire, and fresh winter air. You remove your coat slowly, hanging it on a wooden hook near the door. Snowflakes melt quietly as the warmth touches them, disappearing into tiny droplets. You remove your boots, placing them neatly beside the entrance. Now you step fully into the cozy cabin space. The room is small, simple, and incredibly peaceful. A large stone fireplace glows warmly along one wall. Flames flicker slowly, dancing softly around glowing logs. Beside the fireplace sits a comfortable armchair, covered in soft wool blankets. A wooden table holds a small lantern, glowing with gentle amber light. Large windows show the snowy forest outside, where snow continues to fall slowly, silently, endlessly. You walk slowly toward the fireplace, feeling the warmth growing stronger with every step. You sit gently into the armchair, the soft cushions wrapping comfortably around your body. You pull one of the warm blankets over your lap, feeling its soft texture settle against you. The fire crackles gently. Pop. Crackle. Soft glowing embers shift slowly. The sound is calming, rhythmic, peaceful. You look outside through the window. Snow continues falling steadily, covering the forest in a soft white blanket. The moonlight reflects across the snow, making the entire world glow softly in silver light. The snowstorm is gentle, not harsh, just soft drifting snowflakes floating endlessly downward. You feel safe here, protected, warm, and peaceful inside your quiet cabin. Your breathing becomes slower, deeper, calmer. You listen to the fire, you listen to the snow quietly falling outside. The combination of warmth and winter silence creates a perfect calm around you. You notice a kettle resting gently beside the fireplace. It hums quietly, warming water slowly, filling the cabin with soft, comforting sounds. You stand slowly, walking carefully toward it, moving gently and peacefully. You prepare a warm cup of herbal tea, steam rising slowly into the warm air. You hold the cup in your hands, feeling the soothing warmth spread through your fingers. You take a slow sip. The tea tastes soft, calming, comforting. You return to the armchair, wrapping yourself deeper into the blanket. Outside, the snow continues falling. Inside, the fire continues glowing. Your body begins to feel heavier, softer, more relaxed with every passing moment. You lean back slowly, resting your head against the chair. Your eyes grow heavy, your muscles soften. The world outside fades into quiet winter stillness, and the cabin holds you gently like a warm, safe dream. Take a slow, gentle breath in and slowly breathe out. Allow your body to sink deeper into comfort. Let your thoughts drift slowly, like snowflakes falling through the quiet winter sky. You remain resting comfortably in the warm armchair, wrapped in your soft wool blanket, while the fire continues glowing beside you. Outside the cabin windows, the snowfall has become slightly thicker, but still gentle, still peaceful. Snowflakes drift through the moonlight, swirling slowly in the soft winter wind, creating quiet patterns across the dark forest. The glass windows glow faintly with frost forming delicate icy patterns along the edges, like tiny frozen flowers growing quietly in the night. The fire crackles softly, sending small waves of warmth through the cabin air. Each flicker of flame dances slowly across the stone fireplace, casting gentle moving shadows along the wooden walls. The cabin feels alive, but calm, breathing slowly along with you. You pull the blanket slightly closer around your shoulders, feeling its warmth settle deeper into your body. Your breathing becomes slower, steady, peaceful. Inhale. Calm winter air mixed with warm pine wood scent. Exhale, releasing all tension, all worries, all noise from the outside world. The wind outside softly brushes against the cabin walls, creating a quiet whispering sound. Not loud, not frightening, just a gentle winter lullaby, reminding you that you are safe and sheltered inside. The snowstorm continues its slow dance across the forest, covering tree branches, rooftops, and the quiet frozen ground. You glance toward the large window beside the fireplace. Through the glass, you see the forest becoming softer, quieter, as snow blankets every surface. The pine trees bend slightly under the weight of snow, their branches swaying gently in the calm winter wind. Everything moves slowly here, as if time itself has slowed down. The kettle near the fire lets out a soft humming sound again, reminding you of the warmth surrounding you. Steam rises quietly, drifting upward, disappearing into the wooden ceiling beams. The air inside the cabin feels warm, comforting, and deeply peaceful. You stretch your legs slightly, feeling your muscles relax even more as the chair holds you comfortably. Your body feels heavy, but in a good way, a sleepy way, like you are slowly sinking into rest. The fire continues its steady rhythm. Crackle, soft glow, gentle warmth. Outside, the snowfall becomes thicker for a moment, swirling softly across the window, briefly covering your view of the forest. Snowflakes tap lightly against the glass, creating tiny soft sounds, like nature gently knocking before drifting away again. The moonlight fades slightly behind passing clouds, turning the snowy landscape outside into a soft blue-gray dream. Inside the cabin, small wooden shelves hold books, candles, and old winter decorations. Quietly glowing under lantern light, a clock on the wall ticks slowly, calmly, marking time in the gentlest way possible. Tick, pause, tick. Each second passes like a slow, peaceful wave. You notice the fire beginning to settle slightly, the flames lowering as the logs burn slowly. You rise gently from the chair, moving calmly toward the fireplace. Your footsteps are soft against the wooden floor, warm and steady beneath your feet. You kneel beside the fire, placing another log carefully onto the glowing embers. The flames slowly grow again, brightening softly, welcoming the fresh wood. Warm light fills the cabin once more, glowing peacefully across the room. You sit quietly watching the fire for a moment. The flames move slowly, almost hypnotically, rising and folding around the logs. The glowing embers beneath them shine like tiny golden stars resting inside the fireplace. The warmth feels soothing, steady, and comforting. You return to your armchair, wrapping yourself deeper into your blanket again. The storm outside continues, but it sounds softer now, calmer, like the forest itself is drifting towards sleep. The wind hums gently around the cabin roof, carrying loose snow across the forest clearing. The chimney releases slow spirals of smoke into the winter sky, disappearing into falling snow. Your eyes grow heavier now. Your breathing becomes slower, deeper, matching the peaceful rhythm of the storm outside. The fire glows warmly. The snow falls endlessly. The cabin holds you in quiet safety. You listen carefully, noticing how the sounds blend together into one soft lullaby. Fire crackling, snow drifting, wind whispering, clock ticking slowly. Each sound moves in perfect harmony, guiding your mind deeper into calm rest. Your body sinks deeper into the chair, your shoulders loosen. Your hands rest gently under the blanket, warm and still. The outside world feels very far away now. Only the cabin exists. Only warmth, calmness, and the quiet winter night. You close your eyes slowly, imagining the snow continuing to fall across the forest, covering everything in peaceful white silence. Each snowflake lands gently, without sound, without hurry, just like your thoughts, slowly drifting away. Take a slow, deep breath in and gently breathe out. Allow your mind to become as calm as the snowy forest. Allow your body to rest as deeply as the quiet cabin. The fire continues glowing softly beside you. The storm hums quietly outside and you drift further, deeper, into peaceful sleep. A midnight has arrived in the snow-covered forest. Outside the cabin, the blizzard has grown deeper, thicker, yet still calm, still gentle, like endless white feathers drifting across the dark sky. The moon is now hidden behind layers of moving snow clouds, leaving the forest wrapped in a soft silver darkness. Snow continues falling steadily, covering the trees, the ground, and the quiet roof of the cabin where you rest safely inside. The wind moves slightly stronger now, but still peaceful, brushing softly against the wooden walls of the cabin. It hums quietly, creating a low, soothing melody that blends perfectly with the steady crackle of the fire beside you. The cabin stands strong and warm, glowing like a tiny lantern in the endless winter night. You remain resting in your chair, wrapped deeply in your soft blanket, feeling completely safe, completely relaxed. Your breathing is slow, steady, calm. Inhale, warm, comforting air. Exhale, releasing any remaining tension, allowing your body to sink deeper into rest. The fire burns slowly, its flames now smaller, calmer, glowing in gentle golden waves. The embers glow brighter beneath the logs, shining like tiny glowing stones, pulsing softly with warmth. The light from the fire moves across the cabin walls, creating slow-moving shadows that sway gently, like silent winter spirits dancing peacefully. Outside, the snowfall thickens again, swirling across the windows in slow spirals. Frost patterns spread further across the glass, forming delicate frozen shapes that shimmer faintly in the firelight. Each snowflake lands quietly against the cabin roof, creating soft, muffled sounds, like distant whispers carried by the wind. You feel your body becoming heavier, more relaxed, sinking deeper into the soft chair cushions beneath you. Your hands rest peacefully beneath the blanket, warm and still. Your shoulders release completely, dropping gently into comfort. Your eyelids grow heavier, slowly drifting downward. The storm outside continues its endless winter dance. The forest trees sway gently, their snow-covered branches brushing together quietly, creating soft rustling sounds like nature slowly breathing in the night. Some snow slips gently from the branches, falling silently to the ground below, adding to the deep, soft snow blanket covering the forest floor. Inside the cabin, the lantern on the wooden table glows steadily, casting soft amber light that blends beautifully with the fireplace glow. The air smells faintly of burning pine wood, warm wool, and peaceful winter calm. Everything feels perfectly still, perfectly safe, perfectly quiet. Your mind begins to drift into dreamlike thoughts. You imagine the forest outside becoming even softer, quieter, wrapped in layers of falling snow that hide every sound, every movement. The entire world feels paused, resting, sleeping peacefully beneath the winter sky. You notice the clock on the wall continuing its gentle rhythm. Tick, pause, tick. Time feels slower now, almost drifting, almost floating, each second passing like a calm ripple across still water. The fire shifts slightly as one log settles deeper into glowing embers, sending a brief warm glow across the room. Small sparks rise slowly into the chimney, disappearing quietly into the snowy night sky above the cabin. The warmth continues spreading gently through the wooden floor, through the air, through your blanket, into your resting body. Your breathing becomes even slower now. Long, calm inhale. Soft, peaceful exhale. Your chest rises and falls like slow winter waves across a frozen lake. Outside, the wind begins to soften slightly, its sound lowering into a gentle, distant hum. The heavy snowfall continues, but now it feels softer, quieter, like the storm itself is growing sleepy. Snow covers the cabin roof in thicker layers, creating extra insulation, making the inside feel even warmer, even safer, even quieter. You sink deeper into the chair, your head resting comfortably, your muscles completely relaxed. The warmth from the fire reaches your face, your hands, your feet, creating a soft cocoon of comfort around you. Your thoughts begin drifting further away, becoming slower, lighter, like snowflakes floating through the air before gently landing. You imagine yourself floating softly through the snowy forest outside, drifting slowly above the glowing cabin, watching the storm swirl peacefully around you, while warm light shines safely from the windows below. The forest feels magical, silent, endless, glowing faintly beneath the falling snow. You drift back toward the cabin, back toward the fire, back toward the warmth, returning gently to your peaceful resting place. Your body feels perfectly supported, perfectly calm, perfectly safe. The fire crackles quietly, now softer, slower, matching your deepening sleep. The storm continues its gentle winter lullaby outside, wrapping the entire forest in quiet white silence. The lantern glows steadily, watching over the peaceful cabin night. Your eyes close fully now. Your breathing remains slow, deep, and steady. Your body sinks completely into comfort, floating between wakefulness and dream. Take one final slow, deep breath in, and gently breathe out. Allow yourself to drift deeper and deeper into peaceful sleep. The cabin stays warm, the fire stays glowing. The snow continues falling endlessly outside. Outside the cabin, the blizzard continues drifting across the silent forest, but its movement has become softer, slower, almost sleepy, like nature itself is preparing to rest. The sky is dark and calm, wrapped in layers of falling snow clouds, hiding the moon and stars behind a gentle winter curtain. The forest stands quietly beneath the snow, completely still, completely peaceful. Inside the cabin, the fire glows warmly, casting soft golden light across the wooden walls and ceiling beams. The flames move slowly now, rising and folding around the glowing logs, creating a calm, steady rhythm of warmth. Small embers shift quietly, glowing like tiny fading stars beneath the firewood. The air smells softly of pine wood smoke, warm wool blankets, and peaceful winter air. You remain resting in the armchair, wrapped deeply inside your blanket, feeling completely safe, completely calm, completely at rest. Your body feels heavy in the most comforting way, like you are gently sinking into softness. Your hands rest quietly, your shoulders fully relaxed, your breathing slow and steady. Outside, snow continues falling, but now it moves in slower drifting waves, landing silently across the forest clearing. The thick snow covering the cabin roof softens every outside sound, making the world feel distant, quiet, dreamlike. Only the gentle whisper of wind occasionally brushes the cabin walls, like a quiet lullaby carried through the storm. The fire crackles softly. Crackle. Soft glow. Warm flicker. Each sound blends into a peaceful rhythm, matching the slow, steady beat of your breathing. You feel your eyelids growing heavier, relaxing completely, closing naturally without effort. Behind your closed eyes, Soft, warm darkness surrounds you, calm and comforting. Your mind begins drifting slowly, floating gently between peaceful thoughts and quiet dreams. You feel the warmth from the fireplace reaching across the room, touching your feet, your legs, your chest, your face, wrapping you in soothing comfort. The blanket rests gently around your shoulders, holding warmth close to your body, like a soft protective layer. The clock on the wall continues its slow, quiet ticking. Tick, pause, tick. But now, the sound feels distant, fading into the background, blending softly into the peaceful night. Time feels slower, almost still, as if the entire world is resting along with you. Outside the cabin, snow continues building softly across the forest floor, smoothing every path, every branch, every surface into one endless, peaceful white blanket. The pine trees stand quietly, their branches heavy with snow, swaying slightly in the gentle winter wind. Occasionally, a small cluster of snow slips from a branch, falling silently to the ground below, adding to the quiet stillness of the night. Eldest. Inside, the lantern on the wooden table glows softly, its warm amber light steady and calm, watching over the peaceful cabin room. The shadows on the walls move slowly, gently, like soft waves drifting across still water. Your breathing becomes deeper, slower, calmer. Inhale. Warm, safe comfort fills your lungs. Exhale. Your body relaxes even further, releasing all remaining tension. You feel your body melting into the armchair, supported perfectly by the soft cushions beneath you. Your muscles release completely. Your thoughts drift softly, becoming lighter, slower, quieter. You no longer feel the outside world, only warmth, calm, and gentle rest. The fire begins to settle into glowing embers, its light becoming softer, dimmer, but still warm, still comforting. The flames move slowly now, quietly folding into glowing orange coals, pulsing gently like a calm heartbeat inside the fireplace. Outside, the storm continues drifting quietly across the sleeping forest. Snowflakes fall endlessly, covering every tree, every stone, every hidden path, creating a peaceful, untouched winter world. The wind hums softly, almost like distant singing, fading slowly into the snowy night. You drift deeper into sleep. Your body feels weightless, like floating between warmth and dreams. Your mind becomes calm, clear, peaceful, like a still frozen lake beneath falling snow. You imagine yourself lying safely inside the cabin, watching snow fall through the window while the fire glows beside you. Keeping you warm through the long winter night, the cabin feels alive with comfort, quietly protecting you from the storm outside. Your breathing remains slow, steady, and peaceful. The fire glows softly. The snow falls gently. The cabin remains warm and safe around you. You feel yourself drifting further, deeper, into restful sleep. Your body is fully relaxed. Your mind is completely calm. Your dreams begin forming softly, like snowflakes drifting through quiet winter air. Take one slow, deep breath in and gently breathe out. Allow yourself to rest completely now. The fire continues glowing quietly beside you. The storm continues its soft lullaby outside. You are now deeply asleep inside the warm snow cabin. The fire has settled into glowing embers, still warm, still comforting, softly lighting the room with gentle orange light. Outside, the blizzard continues drifting across the forest. But inside your dreams, the storm feels calm, magical, and peaceful. In your dream, you find yourself standing quietly outside the cabin. The night sky glows softly with pale silver light reflecting across the endless snow. Snowflakes fall slowly around you, floating gently through the air, landing silently on the ground beneath your feet. You feel warm, safe, and completely calm, even in the snowy night. You begin walking slowly across the snow-covered clearing in front of the cabin. Each step leaves a soft imprint in the fresh snow, glowing faintly under the dim winter sky. The forest surrounding you feels magical, almost glowing, as if the falling snow carries tiny sparks of soft light. The pine trees shimmer gently, their branches covered in thick snow, shining faintly like crystal sculptures in the night. You pause and look around. The storm moves slowly through the trees, swirling in calm, peaceful patterns. Never harsh, never frightening, only soft and beautiful. The air feels still, silent, and dreamlike. In the distance, you notice a soft glowing light moving gently through the forest. Curious but calm, you walk slowly toward it. The snow beneath your feet feels soft, smooth, like walking across clouds. Your breathing remains slow, steady, peaceful, matching the quiet rhythm of the falling snow. As you walk deeper into the forest, the glowing light becomes clearer. You see small floating snow lanterns drifting quietly between the trees, glowing softly in warm golden light. They move slowly through the forest air, floating without sound, like peaceful spirits guiding dreams through the winter night. You follow the floating lanterns gently, feeling safe and comforted by their warm glow. They lead you deeper into the snowy forest, where the trees grow taller, thicker, forming a quiet, hidden pathway made of snow and moonlight. The lanterns drift slowly around you, lighting your path, guiding you forward, step by calm step. Soon, you reach a peaceful open clearing hidden deep inside the forest. The ground is covered in untouched snow, glowing softly beneath the falling flakes. At the center of the clearing stands a beautiful frozen lake, perfectly still, perfectly smooth, reflecting the drifting snow and floating lanterns above. The lake glows faintly, like a mirror made of crystal. You step carefully onto the frozen lake, feeling its strong, smooth surface beneath your feet. The lanterns drift slowly across the lake, reflecting softly in the ice, creating a calm, glowing dream around you. Snow continues falling gently from the sky, landing quietly across the frozen surface, disappearing into peaceful white silence. I know. You walk slowly across the lake, feeling lighter with every step, calmer with every breath. The winter night feels endless, peaceful, and magical, like time has paused just for this quiet dream moment. You stop at the center of the lake, looking up at the snowy sky above you. The lanterns circle slowly around, glowing warmly, floating peacefully through the falling snow. The entire forest feels alive with quiet, dreamlike calm. As you stand there, you feel a deep sense of comfort, as if the forest itself is protecting you, guiding you safely through the winter night. The wind moves softly through the trees, creating a gentle whispering lullaby that blends perfectly with the falling snow. You slowly sit down on the frozen lake, feeling its cool, smooth surface beneath you, while snowflakes land gently around you. You feel peaceful, safe, and deeply relaxed. Your breathing remains slow, steady, calm. Inhale. Soft winter stillness. Exhale, drifting deeper into dream. The floating lanterns begin drifting upward, rising slowly into the snowy sky, glowing like gentle stars returning to the heavens. You watch them drift higher and higher until their warm glow fades softly into the falling snow clouds above. The forest grows quieter, softer, as your dream begins slowly guiding you back toward the cabin. You stand slowly, turning toward the glowing light of the cabin windows shining faintly through the snowy trees. You walk gently back across the frozen lake, across the peaceful forest clearing, following the warm golden glow waiting for you. The cabin appears slowly between the trees, its chimney releasing soft spirals of smoke into the snowy night. The windows glow warmly, welcoming you back to comfort, back to safety, back to rest. You step quietly toward the cabin door, opening it slowly, feeling warm air surround you once again. The fire embers glow softly inside, lighting the peaceful cabin room. You return to the comfortable armchair, wrapping yourself gently inside your blanket once more. Your dream slowly fades into deep, restful sleep. The storm continues drifting quietly outside. The fire glows softly beside you. The night has reached its deepest hour. Inside the warm cabin, everything is quiet, still, and resting peacefully. The fire has softened into glowing embers, gently pulsing with warmth, lighting the room with a soft golden glow that moves slowly across the wooden walls. The air inside the cabin feels calm, warm, and comforting, holding you safely in its quiet embrace. Outside, the blizzard that once drifted steadily across the forest is beginning to calm. The snowfall continues, but slower now, softer, as if the storm itself is growing tired, preparing to rest beneath the winter sky. Snowflakes fall gently through the dark night air, floating silently down onto the forest floor, onto the cabin roof, onto the tall sleeping pine trees. You remain deeply asleep, wrapped comfortably in your blanket, resting peacefully in the soft armchair beside the fireplace. Your breathing is slow, steady, calm. Inhale, warm, peaceful air. Exhale, releasing every trace of tension, drifting deeper into restful sleep. The cabin holds you quietly, like a safe shelter hidden inside the snowy forest. The wooden walls creak softly as they settle in the cold night air, creating small, comforting sounds that blend gently into the peaceful silence. The lantern on the table continues glowing steadily, watching over the quiet room. Outside, the wind has softened into a distant whisper. It moves gently through the forest branches, brushing softly against the snow-covered trees, creating faint rustling sounds, like nature slowly sighing in relief as the storm begins to settle. Occasionally, loose snow slides softly from the cabin roof, landing quietly onto the deep snow below, adding to the peaceful stillness surrounding the cabin. The forest feels heavier now, blanketed by thick snow, wrapped in deep, quiet winter sleep. Every path, every stone, every branch has been covered by soft white snow, smoothing the entire landscape into calm, peaceful silence. Inside the cabin, the fire embers glow quietly, casting faint moving light across the room. The warmth continues spreading gently through the wooden floor, rising slowly into the air, surrounding you with comfort. The scent of warm pine wood lingers softly, mixing with the calm winter air drifting through tiny cracks in the cabin logs. Your body feels completely relaxed, every muscle resting, every thought drifting slowly away, like snowflakes dissolving into the ground. Your mind floats gently between sleep and dream, calm and peaceful. Outside, the snowfall grows lighter, drifting slower, thinner, as clouds begin moving quietly across the sky. The storm is slowly passing, leaving behind a forest covered in deep, untouched snow. The pine trees stand still beneath their heavy white blankets, their branches barely moving in the calm night air. The clock inside the cabin continues its slow, gentle ticking. Tick, pause, tick. But now, even time feels sleepy, moving quietly, gently, without hurry. You shift slightly beneath your blanket, finding an even deeper position of comfort, without waking, without disturbance. The chair supports you perfectly, holding your resting body in peaceful warmth. The fire embers glow softly, rising and fading slowly, like a calm heartbeat inside the fireplace. Outside, the sky begins clearing slightly, though still dark and deep with night. The snowfall becomes lighter still, drifting quietly across the forest, landing without sound, without movement, creating an endless, peaceful white world. The wind fades into near silence, leaving only the faint whisper of falling snow. The cabin feels warmer now, quieter now, as if the entire forest has fallen into deep winter sleep around you. The lantern flickers softly. The embers glow gently. The wooden beams rest quietly overhead. Everything feels perfectly calm, perfectly safe, perfectly still. Your breathing becomes deeper, slower, calmer. Inhale. Warm, comforting air filling your lungs. Exhale, drifting further into deep, peaceful sleep. You dream faintly of the snow-covered forest outside, glowing softly beneath the quiet winter sky, untouched, silent, endless. The cabin remains your safe, warm center, glowing gently in the heart of the snowy night. The storm has nearly passed now. Snow continues falling lightly, like soft feathers drifting slowly to the ground, covering the forest in final layers of peaceful white silence. The night feels heavier, calmer, deeper, like the world itself is resting beside you. Your body remains fully relaxed, floating gently in warmth. Supported by the chair, wrapped in comfort, carried safely through the quiet winter night. The fire embers glow softly beside you. The snow drifts gently outside. The cabin stands warm and peaceful in the sleeping forest. The deepest part of night is slowly passing. Inside the cabin, everything remains warm, quiet, and peaceful. The fire has settled into soft, glowing embers, releasing gentle waves of warmth that fill the room with comforting calm. The lantern on the wooden table glows steadily, casting faint amber light across the cabin walls. You remain asleep, resting comfortably in the armchair, wrapped safely in your blanket. Breathing slow, deep, and peaceful. Outside the cabin, the snowstorm has almost completely faded. The snowfall has softened into delicate drifting flakes, falling slowly through the quiet forest air. The wind has nearly disappeared, leaving behind a deep stillness across the snowy landscape. The forest now rests beneath thick, untouched snow, silent, calm, and glowing faintly beneath the fading night sky. Far above the forest, The heavy snow clouds begin slowly drifting apart. The dark sky begins to lighten just slightly. Still deep blue, but gently shifting toward the soft colors of early dawn. The stars begin fading slowly, disappearing behind the quiet glow of approaching morning. The pine trees stand peacefully beneath their heavy blankets of snow. Their branches remain still, barely moving in the calm winter air. Occasionally, a small amount of snow slips quietly from a branch, falling softly to the ground, adding to the deep white blanket covering the forest floor. Inside the cabin, the warmth continues spreading gently through the wooden floor and walls, surrounding you with soft comfort. The air smells faintly of pinewood embers, warm wool blankets, and peaceful winter calm. The clock on the wall continues its slow, quiet rhythm. Tick. Pause. Tick. Time moves gently, without hurry, guiding the night slowly toward morning. Outside, the first faint glow of dawn begins touching the snowy horizon. It appears as a soft, pale silver light, slowly rising behind the distant forest hills. The snow reflects this faint morning glow, creating a peaceful, shimmering landscape that stretches across the silent forest. Inside your sleep, your dreams grow softer, calmer, floating gently like snowflakes drifting toward the ground. Your breathing remains slow and steady. Inhale, peaceful warmth. Exhale, deep, relaxing calm. Your body remains completely at rest, supported perfectly by the soft chair and blanket. The embers in the fireplace glow softly, pulsing slowly like a calm heartbeat, sending gentle warmth into the cabin air. Occasionally, a small ember shifts, creating a faint crackle before settling again into quiet, glowing calm. The lantern flickers slightly, then steadies again, glowing peacefully through the quiet cabin night. Outside, the sky continues brightening slowly. Soft shades of pale blue and silver spread gently across the horizon, while the snowfall becomes lighter, drifting slowly in smaller, gentle flakes. The forest begins to glow softly beneath the growing morning light, though everything remains silent and still. The cabin roof is now covered in deep, thick snow, creating extra insulation, keeping the inside warm, cozy, and protected from the winter cold. Smoke rises gently from the chimney, drifting upward into the pale early morning sky, blending quietly with the final falling snowflakes. You shift slightly in your sleep, settling deeper into comfort, without waking, without disturbance. Your muscles remain completely relaxed and your mind floating peacefully between dreams and deep rest. The warmth from the fire embers reaches gently across the room, touching your blanket, your hands, your face, holding you safely through the final hours of night. Outside, the forest feels magical beneath the growing dawn light. Snow-covered trees begin glowing softly, their branches sparkling faintly as the early morning light touches the falling snowflakes. The sky grows brighter, but still calm, still gentle, still wrapped in quiet winter peace. The snowfall continues drifting, but now it feels softer, slower, like the storm is offering its final quiet farewell to the night. The wind is almost completely silent, leaving only the faint sound of snow landing softly across the forest floor. Inside the cabin, everything remains peaceful and still. The embers glow gently, the lantern shines softly, the clock ticks quietly, and you continue resting safely inside the warm winter shelter. Hum. Your breathing remains slow, deep, calm. Inhale, peaceful morning warmth beginning to grow. Exhale, drifting deeper into restful sleep. The sky outside continues slowly brightening, preparing to welcome the gentle winter sunrise. The forest waits quietly, covered in fresh, untouched snow, glowing faintly beneath the soft, early dawn light. The cabin remains your safe center, warm and peaceful in the heart of the snowy forest. Take one slow, deep breath in and gently breathe out. Allow yourself to remain resting peacefully, carried softly through the quiet, final moments of night. Morning is slowly arriving in the snow-covered forest. Outside the cabin, the storm has fully passed, leaving behind a peaceful winter world blanketed in deep, untouched snow. The sky begins glowing with soft, early sunrise colors, pale silver, gentle blue, and faint hints of warm golden light rising slowly along the distant horizon. The forest remains quiet, still, and calm, resting beneath the fresh snowfall of the long winter night. Inside the cabin, everything remains warm and peaceful. The fire has settled into soft, glowing embers, still releasing gentle warmth that fills the room with comforting calm. The lantern continues glowing quietly on the wooden table, its warm amber light blending softly with the first faint glow of morning entering through the cabin windows. You remain resting comfortably in the armchair, wrapped deeply inside your blanket, breathing slowly, peacefully, still floating in restful sleep. Outside, the first rays of sunrise begin touching the tops of the snow-covered pine trees. Soft golden light reflects across the white branches, creating a gentle, sparkling glow that slowly spreads across the forest. The snow resting on the trees begins shimmering faintly, like thousands of tiny crystals waking quietly with the morning light. The sky continues brightening gradually, though still calm and soft. Never harsh, never bright enough to disturb the peaceful stillness of the winter morning. The air outside feels clear, fresh, and silent. No wind moves through the forest now, leaving the snow resting perfectly still on every surface. Inside the cabin, the warmth remains steady and comforting. The wooden floor and walls hold the gentle heat from the fire embers, creating a calm, cozy shelter from the winter cold outside. The scent of pine wood smoke lingers softly in the air, mixed with the peaceful stillness of morning. You shift slightly beneath your blanket, finding deeper comfort, still asleep, still peaceful. Your breathing remains slow, steady, and relaxed. Inhale, calm, warm air. Exhale, drifting deeper into restful sleep. Outside, the sunrise grows slightly brighter, spreading warm golden light across the snowy clearing surrounding the cabin. The roof of the cabin glows softly beneath the morning light, still covered in thick snow that sparkles gently as sunlight touches its surface. Thin wisps of smoke continue drifting slowly upward from the chimney, rising into the quiet morning sky. The forest begins glowing more brightly now, though still silent, still peaceful. Snow-covered branches shimmer gently as sunlight moves across them. Frozen icicles hanging from tree limbs reflect the morning light, shining softly like glass sculptures in the calm winter air. Inside the cabin, the embers in the fireplace glow quietly, pulsing gently with fading warmth. Occasionally, a small ember shifts, creating a soft crackle before settling once again into calm, glowing stillness. The lantern flickers slightly as natural morning light slowly fills the cabin room, blending warm amber tones with soft golden sunrise light. You remain resting peacefully, your body completely relaxed, supported gently by the soft chair and blanket. Your dreams grow lighter now, softer, drifting slowly like the fading snowstorm outside. Outside, the sunrise continues spreading across the forest. Soft golden light reaches deeper between the trees, touching the snow-covered ground, creating long, calm shadows that stretch across the untouched snow. The world feels fresh, clean, and quietly beautiful beneath the new winter morning. A small snow-covered bird lands gently on a nearby tree branch. Resting quietly in the morning stillness, it remains silent, calm, watching the peaceful forest as the sunlight slowly brightens the snowy landscape. Inside, the cabin remains calm and warm. The wooden beams above hold soft shadows from the fading lantern light, while natural sunrise light slowly fills the room with gentle brightness. The clock continues its slow, steady ticking, marking the peaceful arrival of morning. Tick. Pause, tick. Your breathing remains calm and deep, though your sleep begins slowly shifting toward gentle waking rest. Your body remains heavy and relaxed, wrapped safely inside warmth and comfort. Outside, sunlight now touches the entire forest clearing, turning the snow into a glowing blanket of soft golden white. The storm has left behind a perfect, peaceful winter landscape, untouched, silent, and calm. The sky glows pale blue above the snowy treetops, clear and gentle after the long, quiet night. Inside the cabin, the embers glow faintly now, their warmth slowly fading, while morning light becomes the new gentle glow filling the room. The lantern dims softly as sunlight grows stronger, though still calm and soothing. You remain resting peacefully, floating between sleep and gentle morning calm. Your mind feels clear, quiet, and relaxed, like the still snowy forest outside. Your body feels warm, safe, and deeply comfortable beneath your blanket. Take one slow, peaceful breath in and slowly breathe out. Allow yourself to remain calm and relaxed as the winter sunrise continues growing softly around you. Soft sunlight shines gently across the snow-covered trees, reflecting warm golden light through the quiet forest clearing. The storm from the night has left behind a perfect winter landscape, calm, untouched, and glowing softly beneath the morning sky. Inside the cabin, warm, peaceful light begins filling the room through the frosted windows. The lantern has dimmed quietly, while natural sunlight slowly becomes the gentle glow lighting the cozy wooden walls. The fireplace holds only soft, fading embers now, glowing faintly, releasing the final waves of comforting warmth into the room. You remain resting in the armchair, wrapped safely in your blanket, your breathing calm and steady, your body still heavy with deep, restful sleep. Gradually, very slowly, you begin to feel yourself rising gently from sleep, like floating slowly upward through warm, peaceful water. Your fingers move slightly beneath the blanket, feeling the soft warmth around you. Your shoulders shift gently, settling into a comfortable waking position. Still relaxed, still calm, still peaceful. Your breathing remains slow, steady, and deep. Inhale, warm cabin air. Exhale, releasing the final softness of sleep. Outside, sunlight spreads further across the forest. Snow resting on the cabin roof sparkles softly as morning light touches it. Thin smoke continues drifting gently upward from the chimney, dissolving quietly into the bright winter sky. The forest remains silent, peaceful, and still, resting after the long, snowy night. Inside, the wooden cabin glows warmly in the morning sunlight. The wooden floor reflects soft golden light. The walls and ceiling beams hold gentle, warm tones, creating a calm, cozy atmosphere that feels safe and welcoming. The scent of pinewood embers lingers softly in the air, blending with the freshness of the winter morning. Your eyes begin to open slowly, adjusting gently to the soft morning light filling the room. The world around you appears warm, calm, and peaceful. The glowing embers in the fireplace flicker quietly, sending faint warm light across the cabin floor. The blanket rests comfortably around your shoulders, still holding gentle warmth from the night. You stretch slowly, carefully, feeling your muscles awaken gently after deep, restful sleep. Your arms move softly beneath the blanket. Your legs stretch slightly, releasing calm waves of relaxation through your body. You feel rested, peaceful, and calm. Outside the window, sunlight reflects across the deep snow, creating a beautiful, glowing winter landscape. Snow-covered pine trees stand quietly, their branches sparkling softly in the morning light. The sky above is pale blue, clear and calm after the passing storm. You sit quietly for a moment, enjoying the peaceful warmth of the cabin, listening to the gentle silence of the snowy morning. The clock on the wall continues its slow, steady ticking. Tick, pause, tick. The sound feels calm and comforting, guiding the quiet rhythm of the morning. Pocket high. You pull the blanket slightly closer around your shoulders, enjoying the final cozy warmth of the chair before beginning your day. The cabin feels peaceful, safe, and welcoming, like a quiet winter retreat hidden deep inside the snowy forest. You glance toward the window again, watching sunlight shimmer across the untouched snow outside. Everything feels fresh, calm, and perfectly still, as if the world has been quietly renewed by the night's snowfall. You slowly stand from the armchair, feeling the warm wooden floor beneath your feet. Your body feels rested, light, and comfortable. You walk gently toward the window, moving calmly through the warm, peaceful cabin. Standing beside the window, you look out across the snowy clearing. The forest stretches endlessly beneath soft winter sunlight, glowing white and gold beneath the morning sky. Snow sparkles quietly across the ground, untouched, pure, and calm. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling peaceful winter air filling your lungs, even from inside the warm cabin. You notice small animal tracks appearing across the snow near the edge of the forest, quiet signs of life returning after the storm. The forest feels alive, but calm, gentle, and peaceful. You return slowly toward the fireplace, kneeling gently beside the fading embers. You place a fresh log carefully onto the warm coals, watching as small flames begin growing again, slowly rising into soft, dancing firelight. Warmth spreads once more across the cabin, glowing gently through the peaceful morning. You stand quietly, watching the new fire grow, feeling calm comfort surrounding you. The cabin fills again with soft, crackling sounds, warm, glowing light, and peaceful winter calm. You return to the chair, sitting comfortably, watching the sunlight and firelight blend together across the cozy wooden room. Your body feels fully rested, your mind calm and peaceful, ready to enjoy the quiet winter morning ahead. Take one slow, peaceful breath in, and slowly breathe out. Allow yourself to remain calm, comfortable, and relaxed as the snowy forest glows gently outside the cabin window. The fire crackles softly beside you. The storm from the night has left behind a peaceful winter landscape, untouched, calm, and shimmering softly beneath the clear morning sky. Inside the cabin, warmth fills the cozy wooden room. The fire now burns steadily in the fireplace, fresh logs crackling softly as flames dance slowly around glowing embers. The sound of the fire creates a calm rhythm, comforting and peaceful, filling the cabin with gentle warmth. You sit comfortably in the armchair, wrapped lightly in your blanket, watching the soft firelight blend with the morning sunlight filling the room. Your body feels rested, calm, and refreshed after the long, peaceful night. Your breathing remains slow and steady. Inhale, warm, comforting air. Exhale, releasing any remaining heaviness from sleep. The cabin feels peaceful and welcoming, like a quiet winter sanctuary hidden deep inside the snowy forest. The wooden walls glow warmly beneath the sunlight, while soft shadows move gently across the ceiling beams. The scent of burning pinewood drifts softly through the air, mixing with the fresh, calm feeling of the winter morning. Outside the window, snow sparkles brightly beneath the sunlight. The pine trees stand tall and quiet, their branches still heavy with fresh snow, shining softly like crystal sculptures beneath the blue winter sky. The forest remains silent, calm and peaceful after the passing storm. Naenisai. You slowly rise from the chair, stretching gently, feeling your muscles awaken fully. Your feet step softly across the warm wooden floor, carrying you calmly toward the small kitchen area of the cabin. The cabin remains quiet except for the gentle crackle of the fire behind you. You fill a kettle with fresh water, placing it gently onto the small iron stove beside the fireplace. Soon, the kettle begins humming softly as the water warms, releasing faint, comforting sounds that blend peacefully with the fire crackling nearby. Steam rises slowly from the kettle, drifting gently upward into the warm cabin air. You prepare a simple breakfast, moving slowly and peacefully, enjoying the calm, quiet morning. You place warm bread onto a wooden plate, adding soft butter that melts slowly into the warmth of the bread. You pour yourself a cup of warm herbal tea, watching steam rise gently from the cup, carrying soothing warmth into the cool morning air. You carry your breakfast carefully back toward the armchair near the window, sitting comfortably once again. Outside, sunlight continues spreading across the snowy forest, creating long, peaceful shadows stretching across the untouched snow. You take a slow sip of tea, feeling its warmth travel gently through your body, calming, comforting, relaxing. The fire crackles softly beside you. The sunlight glows warmly across the cabin room. The forest sparkles peacefully outside the window. Everything feels calm, balanced, and deeply relaxing. You take small, slow bites of breakfast, enjoying the simple comfort of warm food inside the cozy winter cabin. Your body feels nourished, rested, and peaceful. The quiet rhythm of the morning continues surrounding you, guiding you gently through this calm winter moment. Outside, small birds begin appearing among the snow-covered trees, landing quietly on branches, watching the peaceful forest below. They move gently, careful not to disturb the stillness of the snowy landscape. Their soft presence adds a quiet sense of life returning to the forest after the storm. Inside, the cabin feels brighter now, filled with soft golden sunlight reflecting across the wooden walls and floor. The lantern remains unlit, resting quietly as natural daylight fills the room with calm warmth. The clock continues its slow, gentle ticking, marking the peaceful passing of the winter morning. You sit quietly, finishing your tea, watching sunlight sparkle across the snow outside. The world feels slow here, peaceful, untouched by noise or hurry. The cabin holds you safely in warmth and calm, while the snowy forest stretches endlessly beyond the windows. You pull the blanket gently around your shoulders again, enjoying the cozy comfort of the chair and fire beside you. The warmth from the fireplace continues spreading softly through the room, keeping the cabin comfortable and welcoming. Your breathing remains slow and steady. Inhale. Peaceful winter morning. Calm. Exhale. Deep, relaxing comfort. Outside, the sunlight grows slightly brighter, though still soft and gentle, shining across the silent snow-covered forest. The snow glows softly beneath the winter sun, reflecting light like a peaceful, glowing blanket covering the earth. Inside the cabin, everything remains calm, warm, and quiet. The fire crackles steadily. The sunlight glows softly, and you remain resting peacefully inside your cozy winter shelter. Hi. Take one slow, deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Allow yourself to relax and enjoy the peaceful warmth of the cabin, while the quiet winter morning continues glowing gently outside. The fire burns softly beside you. The snow sparkles quietly beyond the window, and the calm, snowy forest surrounds your peaceful winter retreat.